Kakile nguni kele kilya boyot so kimitwan emetab raini kitinye discussion nekararan netinye gei ak boisionik chebo bandab tai kanunatenyin koune kanunatetab President William Rutto en nguni koune ngalekab devolved unit noton ibwat ile kikasinyin ko governor kamwa kole kimoche keturur tuguk kobwa ground raini ketinye boroindo komwawech ngot koman kikimuch keturur tuguchoton ak komwawech current position netinye en nguni ak boisionik chemite bandab tai ingetokyinigei siasa kora chebo 2027. Mheshimiwa Isaac Rutto, karibu sana. Nyon TV kigerinen nguni kimache kengalal amache aguni boroindo ikat burietab kolenjin ak iteimwochi ke ongen ole kangeker suraingung kingen ine kele Isaac ingele kikenake en boisionik chechang amache ikat buriet nebo kolenjin siketau ngololutikyok.
Bas kongoi mising bwana Korir ak tupchosiek tugul chomi tugul ak bororietab kolenjin chebeiten nguni ak akatak tugul ale amangu ale boiboi tugul en lomi chi tugul ababagane ak ireu koga.
Yes.
Kongoi amun kobwan utembelea jo.
Koko mising mheshimiwa, karibu sana. Kakibwan gaa kinyokekerin ingele kiistegei siasa nekit 2022. Ko kakimach kenai kele Isaac komnyano en nguni yoe boisiet ne ako in kingen kele kikonin boisiet President William Rutto en nguni. Mwawi korok mheshimiwa, boisiet neitinye nguni ongen biikab borietab kolenjin kotomo kokoyo kole boisiet nekikochi Isaac en olimbo Nairobi mi Nairobi anan mi gaa. Amoche imwowi korok boisiet neitinye nguni.
Bas ami kasit nebo Judicial Service Commission ko a commissioner no representing wananchi. He appointed and representing the public. Ami Judicial Service Commission organized to kora kekonon vice chairman nebo Judicial Service Commission. Ko kasitab Judicial Service Commission ko oversight nebo judiciary ak kokere tuguk tugul chenamegei ak oloto keribe ngalek chebo discipline ak siret ak welfare chebo judicial officers ak judges ak biik tugul cheboisien judiciary komiten in kemi keyae kasinoto keribe ak opportunities chekabit kikochini kora kitongosoni ak kesire.
Yes. Yeah. So inye non memi gaa mebure buch en gaa nguni. Karibu sana. Mheshimiwa
mami gaa as such lakini ami board.
Yes.
Magilelen kele a employee nebo judiciary.
Yes.
Ami board nebo judiciary. I'm one of the board members.
Yes.
Yeah.
Chemi judiciary.
Yes.
Mheshimiwa, nguni ko kandoindet nemi emet ko President William Rutto lakwetab kaa. So far so good. Kenyisiek oeng ngikochi boroindo. Tot konai ne en bororiet en kanunatet nebo President William Rutto kotingenage boisionik kimiten nguni kokowalawal ministry chechiget ak kotieme kochenge lainit en kanunatenyin. Tot imwochi ne bororiet nguni kotingenage kanunatetab President William Rutto?
Amache amwochi bororietab kolenjin ak Kenya kwa ujumla. Kandoinatet komakini rahisi.
Yes.
Kiachiven okot tuguchon kokoachiven William in just 2 years.
Yes.
Kwa miracle. Bichu boldos komakuitosi kabisa kit nemoche keyai tan kakodeliveren korik chekikamwa en kenyisiek ata oeng.
Affordable houses.
Affordable houses. Ako kitonosi kotini karibu akeete budget. Kikeete budget mara mbili. Kiesyo bichu budget nekibo 2022 2023.
Yes.
Ako ingoesyo nebo 2024. Nguno ko confusion. Moche keyaita ano kasit ukaet budget. Akwany, come to think of it, affordable housing is a very important project. Ako kit nekikochelewan Kenya komayai ko affordable housing. Kinyolu kikoyai affordable housing kongeten 1963 kinyolu kotesetai. Kitun konam Kenya korik konam Kenya korik kole chukibotin kikas Professor Ngeno Estate en Nairobi. Kirikas korik chechau chokibore Ngeste, kirikas Buruburu, kirikas Umoja. Korik chokiteche serikali. Lakini nguni kebwa ngot kebakach kikabita problem en kasartab Arap Moi amun kiesyo donors ko supporting government nebo Arap Moi. Kenyisiek 10 92 Agoi 2002, there was not a single support from anywhere. Mo kikoi rabian age tugul arap Moi. Kenyisiek 10 kokomanda. Kinyokikocheng Kibaki kolenje biik yae kasit Kibaki. Kinyo kobalunen deni nebo Kenya Kibaki. Kimakomi deni en kasartab arap Moi. Ki minimal, very little. Konyo kokonya international finance institution. Konyo kongi Kenya rabinik ak deni. En kasartab Kibaki. Konam kotekso Kibaki ele kaai kasit en Kibaki kabisa. Deni msima. Mami kit agenge chenyokoyai reform seriously Kibaki ko nombo KRA. Which actually tended to change. Lakini kirutu en kasartab arap Moi. Ako CDF ko dango le bikibo CDF Kibaki. Kiba arap Moi. Kiappointeni arap Moi justice ak kiume. Koker ile kichopto ngalekab CDF. Asikonget constituencies kosi some little money chemuche koboisien MPs. That was that period, 2002. Kichira arap Moi kiappointeni arap Moi in justice ak kiume. Ako ngo report koba mandara Moi lakini kinyoke implemented in the next financial year. Komi Kibaki. But now, what I'm simply saying is this. Ne kiyai Uhuru en kenyisiek oeng. Amache obe archives ako cheken. Ne kiyai in 2 years. Kokanam boroindo. There was nothing. Kotao yukiyae kasit en yukiyae in uchaguzi nekibo Nyongores. Akebwan Kericho kinyokeyai nekibo Senate. Ko kitom koyai ki government kabisa. Kinyokingete koyai. Akonam any koyai nongi, konam any kotekan barabarosiek chu kyolenjini uchokyin. Kiakelen keyai barabarosiek ko ki county. Kiakebo akot olimbo in Malaysia. Akokonech Malaysia kinyon keyai barabarosiek. Ko kikokilenji Uhuru Kenyatta barabarosiek kiyoe ko 100 million shillings per kilometer. Kale Malaysia yoiwe barabarosiek with 20 million. Akokone guarantee nebo 15 years.
Yes.
That's what we told him.
Komenejen.
Akinam barabarosiek choto en Meru. Kosirwech in Mosonik. Barwet nekile lazima usip standards chebo Kenya. Ki barabarosiek choto kitakiyae rubber instead of bitumen. Lakini kiyae rubber sen olinito.
Yes.
It is just a raw material ne binden kora ngungunye tuguchu for the same period of time. Kilenji makimakengi kokiboisie rubber anan ko bitumen. Kini kimoche ko barabara nemakikwomon. Ako ne guaranteed for 15 years.
Yes.
Konyo kochokyan chu kikuren low seal. Roads chebelbel nea chon kobek tugul. Chu kinyo koyai. Ko kichokyin kole sikeker kele kayai kasit. Kamache ale comparen kenyisiek oeng chebo Uhuru Kenyatta ak Wiburi.
President William Rutto.
He has delivered on housing. You've seen the number of housing. Nimi kuitosi le Kenyans komache ne. Kakekonin kot nebo 2 bedroom at about 2 million. What do you want? Al bilotit ineken keker. Wal bilotit ineken in town keker kele ale siling ata. You will pay 3-4 million bilotitom inam dekse. But you are given a complete house together with the water and running water, electricity, 2 million shillings. The future is in housing. Vijana nguno loki kwa konyo kobendian. You know, for us, our parents, kukipa kuname mbarenik because they were land. Ako lesi nyoko me law. Kwa eche ko makitinye ile nyoko bendi law. Mami mbarenik kiko kena mamu mi mbarenik. There is nowhere you are going to get land. And anyway, the future is not in land. The future is in housing. Because you don't need land now even to survive. You only need where to sleep, where to stay, call home, and electricity, Wi-Fi, and your phone, or your laptop, or your iPad. And then you can do business. The future is not in mashamba. No. Mashamba nyolu keuwen mbarenik aketem sikenyoru chakula. Otherwise there will be no food. I want to remind you that today, as we speak,
yes,
pandek kikiame. I'm associated with a miller somewhere here. And we import maize from Tanzania.
Outside the country.
Oh, Eldoret, in dollar. Importing maize from Tanzania and Uganda. Pembe importing maize from Tanzania. Unga importing maize from Tanzania. So we have no more food in Kenya because we are being careless.
Mheshimiwa inimwa kuunon ko subsidize no president ko chutin kandoinatet ko subsidize ngalekab mbolea.
Yes.
The same thing in ngalekab keswek.
Yes.
In nguni ko une status nebo agriculture. Amun ongen ale
ko improve in kimatakomi complete nothing. The 2 kilos ko kimure 200 and something.
Yes.
Koitu President Rutto ngecheret.
Yes.
Makiboldos biko biro atesa burioshek en town because there was no hunger. You could only import. At least kaira amun kitinye alil.
Yes.
Niwe Narok see here. There is good maize. There is good maize even in Kericho all over. But it is not sufficient to feed the Kenyan population. We were able to feed you. You give me 16 million. You give me 20 million, 30 million. Give me 40 million. The problem. Give me 50 million. 60 million. There is a serious challenge on food. Because Kenyans are no longer serious in food production. Now, when the president subsidized agriculture, big subsidized and petrol. You see? Kule subsidized and petrol. Petrol. You see, they didn't want to understand that you cannot get food without applying fertilizer in the farms. The president just remained adamant and subsidized agriculture. That is correct. Oh, that is correct. I told them in every rally. Only what are you telling us? Omajige subsidize mabwenyenye wakubwa. Chikimunoti gari chene Pajero V8. We tunaweka mafuta 10,000 every day. Image subsidize and 5,000 shillings everybody. Na raia wanakuwa subsidized kugani kikatebe ni longo kwa ni wewe ale burugari chetu kubunu uko nguni ni wera la gatul kabunu gari cheko churaya suko le mai subsidy ngot ke job subsidy kun nyo subsidy ngot ke job subsidy nebo fuel kuba mabwenyenye pa wakubwa pa bijo dinye gari sia
amuma raia
the effect there are very little. It's better we subsidize mbolea. We subsidize agriculture. That is the only way to go. Give us more support in agriculture, then ordinary raia wawe na chakula at least. Angalau wawe na kitu ya kukula. So according to me, the president has done well. Monge ngi moe bichu. Na anaga stibuldus kwa majisa tebe aneko momi active politics. Lakini nikipata nafasi nitasema.
Yes.
Ama kumwon bichu bulldoze kule machene. Ama kukuna an alternative programs. Yes, your SHA, which is an insurance for the people who don't have insurance. Me and you, we have other insurances. The professionals go to insurance. Kone go to insurance never our own minute. Police. And then chumi top and the top government officers. They have got insurance about 10 million. Gomnyan kwende sibitali gombangu without paying a single cent. Now, kwa kile raia, okay, onge changana kichek chekiyotune ni raia yongo mnyoso. Kubulio chuko kile chetinye inye your salary.
You are better.
You are better. We will lipa from bill. Inu ni kumatinye kasi, let him pay 300 shillings. Anya ga netinye pikipiki yako liona na netinye gari ya na matato ngoliban shilingi 800. Kongetio kili oliban slightly more kubulio kukosia kichek chechumatinye. Ile kubulia kichek cheko kile iliban 150. Kubulia kichek yo iliban 300. Bulldoze kule ko igali njiji. So munataka nini? Umache kiliojo. Nani kasalak chilenje chile kai NHIF ko ki nilibara igonye 3 months. Si benefited. SHA you pay today. Ke libanira ke ribira hospital. Not tomorrow. Turkubaishe. So which one is better even on those who are low? SHA ko baishe digital approvals. Mami chito nebe ngololjini manager si ongan The other system nekibo NHIF ko ki benefiten in makorae. Kyokas kelele mi sipitali chekitinye accountants more than the doctors and the nurses. Nyilenoe ko kiyoe ne accountants. They were simply manufacturing documents to get paid. Kinge sipitali chekiniwe kelenjin okay metinye NHIF komenge chito netinye iwe ibu nebo mwalimu nyoikoiten kolipanun about 17,000 lakini bili nekiyokto kwa NHIF ko 170,000 anan ko 500,000 amu you cannot confirm ile kerichechu ko koyamege man ak yoto mongera yacho. In this system inoni ko the computer will check even the prices chebo in keriche hospital.
Yes.
So they are trying to manage ngalekab cost of medication. So according to me, it is a milestone ngalekab SHA.
Yes.
It's a milestone.
Agriculture.
Ngalekab agriculture. It's a milestone. Ngalekab housing. Barabaroshek is going on. Now, what is the problem? Pichu those two logo bulgin William Kumachigelia. Even if I want to go there, I would do the same. I'm a child who more pichule ndabe ndi unit to go ya ne tero kichechu. Sige compare. Now kikibi ngodi ba ko to ko ri kelu moja ini. Ko ki ko to Nairobi. Kikitangaza chebo Kiambu kwanetab Kiambu within a week momi. Ko kyal jombo Nakuru getar. Mi che ko kyal Nairobi kora getar. Kwanyuru jua kale. Che kwal gori kibo kwangit. Mio chebyo se cham golde wa maini. Kulion ndenyoru your brother ilenji kwa amwa kongwe so le golia. Kulio atinyi rago. Oli gisi china no le ngara. Kulio natinyi go no gumbondoi tai 85,000 ogimachole baji serikali 15,000 kule kumoma kingi 15 amaje kityo my 70,000 kobwa mabuki ale so ko inyo imenye ngara siku hizi kule no amiri Rutto satellite
mheshimiwa
amani money
mheshimiwa ni mwa kunon ko mi projects ala kiba national projects ko ngalega ba affordable houses ko tuke countrywide ngalega ba for in agriculture ko chegiyo countrywide kingo na serikali president anan komite campaign kugimwa kole neboga oibo mosoro agunong ne akwai to tili na biga burita ko lenjini ngune kai mo project ya serikali the achievements so far in the last 2 years ne na akwai ni mucho ger burita ko lenjini ngune
amachole kenyi chekoeng chege ngalale serikali have been in government for ages.
Yes.
When I say ages, I joined government in 1984. Government programs could take in 5 years.
Yes.
Now, Raya Kumachukumongra,
quick win.
Machi chut kasit, I will go get Gangelam, Congetachi Bunyo, I will cure. But you have to plan, even procurement alone will take more than a year. Budget koro could take a year long. Koro neta planning, and then costing, and then budgeting, and then advertisement, and then implementation. A minimum of 3 years. Usually, what this government plans will be seen in 2028. In fact, most of the programs a government delivers in the next 5 years. And now, good come that government, but you see the planning has to be done. Kimwa William those advisors, John Tindo, Akin David Ndi.
Yes.
We've worked with David Ndi. He's a super brain. He's the best economist in Africa.
Yes.
In fact, he's a top economist, socio-economic. He's turning in a leg of socio-economics. In Gelami, socio-economic development. I also go me economics pure. In no Nyan as a social economist. Ningen Chibaraya. David Ndi is a super brain. And we worked with him. He a consultant in Council of Governors. He was one of our consultants. And several others. Pichutinye William. In fact, a lot of them. BOMET. Come on, Ngalega government takes time. Look, when you in Burburen budget, what do you expect? You still expect him to deliver? Oh, Burburen's budget. Oh, Mara deliver. How? Let me tell you, 2 years is nothing in government. Yani tomot quite can implement anything. 2 years.
2 years.
But can implement the 4th year. Because that is very early. Among taking 3 years, kia planning, as a budgeting. A single time go and budgeting agovir. Because the 3rd year came in procurement. Procurement, my friend. You go and look at the procurement procedure. So the 4th year is the earliest. That is a super speed. Because the 4th year. Sasa nyinyi mnasema nini? Magereza counties, you know, counties, we can get the money today and we procure because we are procuring very little stuff. Lakini ngotia international bidding and a national bidding, about billions of shillings. The amount of paperwork you have to churn out is not a joke. The number of engineers you are going to chele ni uburu ko churn out kartasi asiko ba lawyers. So lawyers chechwa changeba procurement. What are you talking about, my friend? Where can you do this type of thing? In fact, I'm in agreement with some of those fellows to give them each 7 years. Never in government. Or at least 6 years. So that they can implement something. The problem ni minguni kinyogi nome agaya vlani ngemioni ko siasa ko maitar yani ko mena mot implementation ina michenga ta tu ketinyi chikibare quick wins ko tu ke mara ya go ke haraka inyo itagi ne mingin no meaningless. Instead of giving us the heavy stuff, we want to deliver never postal water. That is not a simple thing because it also involves negotiating with other countries. It involves environmental assessments. Those are the type of schemes the government should deliver. But now they are not going to deliver that. No government will ever deliver that in 2 years or even 3 years. I believe 4 years is the earliest.
So nyone na kwa?
Na kwa kumi. Na kwa nini kitendai chirchireni? Chirchir to plan. And if you talk to Chirchir, he's just busy doing paperwork. And he has got those plans clear in his head. The only problem is that Chirchir, you see, is not a politician. So but those of us who go to see who can access him, super things Chirchir. He knows what he's doing. And you don't need 3 Chirchirs. 1. Kenya. And he's doing the whole republic. He has to source for financing. Financing. Taxes. Then he must think. Then consult them treasury. Treasury has to do their bit. Implement them. Ministers. Permanent secretaries. Me now permanent secretary of agriculture. He's going around planting, giving us avocados. He's doing a lot in agriculture. Like in Nani, review Bad Mountain, Rono, and he's a very serious PS. He's going around meeting the people. He's doing a lot of work with the people. Same thing with Never Water in Korea. I find him very busy moving around, sorting out water issues. Of course Aurelia ko kasinyin ko different amu mi inendet
ofisit
legislation government programs kibitisan en bunge. That is our job for the whole republic. So what do you want them to be doing at home? Kikere ka ime ak ketinye William akine ko nan kelenje ne nekomoche kinyon keyai en yun ne beyond ordinary, ne extraordinary, other than what is being planned. Ni nyoru Chirchir is busy planning barabaret kou ni has planned. Ni kikakiyai kesolsolen Camrate. He says we have to excavate 7 feet. Kikinyo keyai barak en minute. Now he has to plan to excavate minute tugul kongeten olimbo Kapletunda akonyongwo pokomanda digit. That's not a simple job. Like you see, they are excavating near Psukor. Kichiru minute tugul. Kiki excavating tugul en imbo Ndanai. Now, I want to tell our people that there is no magic any government will do. They can only work like that. Most of these people, Chuboldos, how much go more an option? What else would they have done? Oh, Tigere wa Munyoro Bolle Puchian, Amagone Janethin. Pollegit among his Tangajere, among vice president, among deputy president. Is that our problem? Kiki much going on deputy president, no good about Kumami, Magale, a deputy president, Cocker deputy governor. Those two are really nominees to president.
Position.
Aguma Monga Jagativa, any job pichot. Mummy Hazinwa. They are just spare wheels. Kiki Gazi does spare wheel. Younger choose Mugunget, Pungo Yama choose on Mugunget, because spare will go. Go you may be waiting when you boot. That's where they belong. When you boot it, you may vumbi. There is no job for a deputy president and a deputy governor. And Katiba negating doing good. Come on, more la munane and I was a tagwit. Come on, which you call it and Katiba negating. Come on, you go to deputy president, deputy president. Deputy president, go watching Gazi, president. Kungot kumu was in those president who in the Aine. But teach you money much out in the way you want. You can't be sent. And these are facts. I don't talk, I'm not a psychopath. I speak facts. My history is in Eleweka. I just say what I think is correct meeting. Amacho mwogo kweli wa mara magara ninge mwogo uno lakini mami gazita deputy president ama mami gazita deputy governor
position kitu
nguno kindiki kekere ko gazita mu kaya ngo boisak boss nanyi ke delegate njin gazit labat yun lakini lazima kugochino kingo gotko chupke ko mami gazi
na mheshimiwa bwana governor ni mwago uno ko ine chango rache to komi chambo lene misa kiyach kimut Raila Amolo Odinga
yes
ne kikenai boisienyi net kan tugul kele bo opposition nguni komi serikalit Raila Amolo Odinga katuyoni bo ke po president William Ruto amun kikingen Raila ak en kasibik kike saburiet ingen du kikoya ba kora kingen ak saburiet nguni komi serikalit Raila Amolo Odinga makinai kele konjinit kora nekiyonjin ak president kou ne kikiyonjin kityo keyai kasit kibagenge makingongwech nyolu konai ne buriet ako bichu mi sang mheshimiwa wokine matot ko affecten president William Ruto in delivering nebo boisionik
enorme. In fact it eases delivery of service. Amache inagita agenge which is a reality. The reality is that half the population of Kenya voted for Raila Amolo Odinga.
Yes.
Kizinda Mayor William about 200,000 votes.
Only, yes.
200,000 votes. How can you ignore the other half of Kenyans?
Pendiano.
You cannot lead a country in dochine victute. Kimache harmony, agi mache ngalalen ne kararan. Bakiam biga BOMET kongen Ngeleo ni zena no leni I support whoever has been elected. Musiniulize monyorwa na nyona ati na hujumu Joyce na hujumu Barjok. Hapana. I support them to deliver. MCA I support them to deliver. MP I support them to deliver. Kuni majanga chere to wait for 2027. But right now, tana majanga chere. Lakini for now the only person who can deliver go Barjok in Governor Mutai. Ingilano about 2 counties. Over Richo. About BOMET. About BOMET. Governor Mutai has to be supported to deliver. Governor Barjok has to be supported to deliver. William Rutto has to be supported to deliver, including Raila must support William Rutto to be able to deliver. He must also deliver for his people. Itinye bi nusu nubaganya chemuchi mutate enge wanin, muchi mutate en desert. Chemuchi korak kuchube kitu serikali tayo kumi kutayo mo kanyo obisaya kap serikali koba ishechi bi kukenyansa. You have to be the biggest fool on earth to continue. Kagi mo itusi ngejere. Kago tangaza na IBC kuliko ibulia. Raila has no option. He has to bring his people to government and continue delivering. That doesn't mean he cannot contest the election in the next period.
Noton ko His Excellency Governor Isaac Rutto, Governor netai in County nebo Bomet negimi meset negingololi twan en betab Rani. Uyo yuko kokwet noton ne naat kotumoi. Sub-county nebo Chebalungu, County nebo Bomet ibwat ile Governor Isaac ko kiindochi sub-county ni en kasarta negoi ak konyogoi governor netai kutkoi nebo Kecheret en council nebo governors netai. Ako en betab Rani kemi urwoni kengalal panaga governor kutinge nage tuk tesetai en emet komugul tuk tesetai en counties chechoget kegas kutiny akobo kanunatet nebo county serkalishek chebo counties county nebo Kericho, county nebo Bomet, Narok, Ulibo, Nandi, Uasin Gishu chemi borietab Kalenjin. Mheshimiwa kokikoni boroindo iku governor netai en county nebo Bomet ngeistoege ngalekab national sitagewekige baadaye. Iyagenge en biik chekiwoche kobwa tuguk en Nairobi kobwa gaa. Kinyokeyochi raia. Inye ikose rirekab raia. Inye imoche kosob raia nebo kawaida. Kemwa ng'olyon en Uganda ile kokochut President William Rutto en nametab soburoik kokikotes koker kole kopos ngalekab mwanik. Ngalekab mwanik en biikab resop nguni koketote pikipikishek. Pikipiki ingeten sikoryu itokyige Bomet komoe siling 100. Ingeten sikoryu iwe Bomet en garit komoche nekit 1000. Kinye ko ageng'ung ko kiimoche kedevolven tuguk chechang konyokorikyi raia. So far so good. For the last almost 13 years and 14 years ingedevolven serkalishek chemengechen kobwa counties. Totemwane kikisip kurseng'ung neimoche kobwa tuguk konyokorikyi raia. Serkalitab county kemoche keker kele korikyi raia boisionik. Une nguni mheshimiwa?
To magityi ele kiabwatitoi. Lakini nevertheless ko better than where we were before 2010.
Komagikon
devolution kemi kumye kora nguni. Even if you had the worst government in the county anywhere, it's still better than when the money comes from Nairobi.
Yes.
You are not permanent secretary too. I'm talking with a lot of experience. Kyo parliament for quite some bit of time. I was even a cabinet minister in 3 ministries. Lakini kiwi there get deliverance services. A whole minister, but you can't get anything happening. In the previous government, even Moi was also frustrated. Yet he was the president. New Baringo Central hardly anything happened. Alim barabara na nene nita Baringo Central liko nyuma. Baringo, the county Baringo, can only be in Kiku Nyoko improving Boy and the other governor Kiptis, I think. They have improved Baringo better than how we do. Even as president. I'm simply saying devolution is still okay. Even the worst management is still better than not having the county. But My idea was devolving about the procurement. That's why I'm probably one of the few leaders who support BBI.
Yes.
In Golenji. Because according to me, I want to say I contributed a lot in writing to the BBI report. That's why I supported it. King Gogi. I was the first person at Tangasano to support BBI. There were a few mistakes. Chongibo ngalega parliament, role of parliament, actu nalagenya chegin yorgoti nigoro, because we were affecting the basic structure about the constitution. Lakini kihima chege devolving procurement konyo ward. I still want it that way.
Continue to award it.
Yeah, tukun chege ya in
ward level.
Ward ni kitangaza ni ward ni. I am also against newspaper countrywide advertisements to counties. Unless it is a major thing. Ne capacity the place.
Mara nomination.
Ma make any sense. Kiyografi ni kwa BOMET. Agi tangasan konyo kona mabwenyenye chugia Rikati. Rikati head kitinyo kampunishek wan pokol agi. Biashara in all the counties that is why Uhuru Kenyatta stopped his account. He was doing procurement. Ingitangaza procurement kugiibe Rikati kiiba lago tembo met kuiba lage Kericho. Kiibe nulitugul robini gin Rikati kachakwa. Robini kiwa devolve na majane wenye kusunguka in ground. When I was governor, kugimo ni procurement nicho. The project management committee. Whether it is against the law or not, mimi nilikata au any project management committee. Kimo ani procurement nyungi ya BOMET. Because my officers will fool me. I go meza naba procurement. I will robini. Lakini ngutkiete je sukulit enje bararo. Ame robini ko bajebara and the community no bajebara kigoji power
kuchap koiche.
Procurement. That is what I still stand for. Amache on it, amache on it, ora. Amache is to pen Mogibu Rabin Nigurgait Kiricho. Quite Piki Abu BOMET and a Nakuru and a Nairobi. I want you a lot of Niguracha about Giricho, who will never another account. As much as possible, Chundi, Mingi Gabionito, Suko Sunguga Rabin around. Piga BOMET ko na ngulion legicha ravini kugimi. I want to tell you, I was using only 3.7 billion. Now there is about 9 billion in counties. 3.7.
What was the secret pia mheshimiwa Wamun? Kemwa ngoliondo non kwa bora gele ngimi rabishe your regime. Nguni kuko mi jang rabishe kebone in is release of counties.
Me too kege gure in economics the multiply effect na rabini. But ke rabini ko ba chebararo. Anangot ke rabini ko ba kunyak. Ake baga spend ne killion kunyaguli. Ki go chibi genyota. Kusungu kwa rabini genyota kai go itu bengi. Go itu giricho. Kogi go bun eune kibakwangi.
Kanambi.
That is the essence. Nguna nguto atinye 10,000 ago legi go jinge biga ngwanwini. You see, I'll give you, you'll spend with that fellow will spend with him, this fellow might again return to him. Within 1 week, on as an economist, I'll come and ask you how much money have you had for this week. Couldn't this Rabi Niki? Because he read the 10,000 to go it could 12, go 17, go 21. And we are still talking about the 10,000. It simply changed hands.
Can multiply.
Ogoyanga changing hands, Ravini, Kuchita the Tindo, Koravini Kitin, you go original as far as you are concerned. It is your money, you've earned it. Mainly go on weary, on the more. So got key spend that Ravini in the project itself. The money Tasungoka up. There is a stadium Nagita Jambo.
Yeah.
That is one of the things that gave pesa kusunguka kabisa. Amugigia using labor-based contract. Akina mama kugile nyina na akina mama araginyoge ya neni ano kumagige magibundishe. Ale ubundishe ko bana baru wakati ngo. Kige tu watabusa kunyu Akelin konyo chitugul ak ndoit kiborwo kasit. Tai beek akipchi fundiyot en yu irongyi. Isor beek, ale kwonyi kityo kosore beek. Ako watabusa wakoib beek 50 meters away.
Mesoren timi.
Kwenda lete tumchi amu maitu watabusa beek yumi fundiyot. Chepyosok kwonyi kibakach kwonyik en Bomet ng'alekab uriki akobwa chu amu they were getting 400 shillings a day. So ako ki biik cheboisien stadium inon ko kikimutu en every sub county. Kimutu administrators, kikimwa kityo kele skills acho ako kiteche a section sub county. Ki 5 sections. So they were building. Kamwa ale ne, the point here is spending must be on the locals. Has to be on the locals. Because that way, inyoru hotels koboisie. Inyoru ako nekabele bandek ko kyolji. Ka kyolji ako kayabu county rabinik choton lakini mongen kityo kole kabunu ng'o. Yaani nekabele bandiat ko kanyo kyalin yon aki. Rangikab kwosiek pire ofisaek rangi sikobendi office kimoe ko smart. What am I saying? That look, if we want to devolve, we must also devolve procurement. Once we devolve procurement, we agree that procurement must come down. Ako mo devolve en Nairobi kele konyo kotebi rabinik in our case. At over 4 counties kamwa alo. There is Narok. Kibo Narok kora.
Yes.
Akobo Uasin Gishu. Nandi kumata.
Ibo Bomet.
Abo Bomet.
Imi Kericho.
Ami Kericho. Ak Uasin Gishu. So the governor of Uasin Gishu, Chelile, is also my governor. Now, what am I saying? Mogil ko barabini ko nyoko tepi Eldoret. Ngo ba Cheptire. Ngo barabini ki Kapos. Ngo barabini ki the villages. Villages chebo Uasin Gishu. Ngo nget chebo Kericho ko ba agoi Kunyak. Ngo ba agoi Kipkelion mwisho olimbo so insi ngo nyoko ba so insi ko ngo bwa agoi in 3 tamoita. Ngo nyoko ya procurement alak en 3 tamoita nge alak en Kapkatet.
En Lemi project.
Lemi project. Ko ya mengikab kuronoto the project. And then let the money now circulate there. People will come up with houses there. Then things will move.
Lakini manyalu kiyaune county.
Me am against that. And nguni ko the legal regime kumwa ngalechon yani it is okay, it accommodates. Ko kiamachane ke outlaw. Kiamache ke bangan ne sheria ne boru kole kiyae procurement and project itself. Where the project is, there is a project management committee.
Mheshimiwa, hii government
I used to give the masters
chebo sukul
kiagoni rabinik awamun another level of government koningo national government. I would give them something called authority to incur expenditure. Kiagoni ai akaba ware rabinik kobwa primary school akogochi kino ma ketekwa ngotko ECD jenga ECD ngotko standard 7. I used to do also primary, even secondary school, day schools, nilikuwa na fund. Reason being public participation. Ngotitu a school la raya, what we want is this. You cannot force them to do something else. Yeah, because the constitution talks about public participation. That was a central character about the 2010 constitution, because the public. And it talks straight away from chapter 1. The sovereignty of the people of Kenya. And the exercise of that sovereignty, directly or indirectly. Direct exercise is very powerful. It's more powerful than direct exercise. As a governor, I would exercise indirect sovereignty. But Raya exercise their sovereignty directly. So theirs is more powerful than mine. Correct. To and the constitution allows another level of government to do another level of government if it is efficient and proximate to do so.
Mheshimiwa, kwa hii governor neta in county ni Bomet ko chang boisionik chekiyai agenge en kandoik chekityem kabisa keker kele kingosir Mwai Kibaki nekikomuny constitution ak kekon chomchinet ke devolven boisionik chechang inyoku governor netai en county nebo Bomet kiribure siasa kainyone siasa ichu iker ile ronendo counties boisionik kwak ne kere ile yomegei kewal serkalishek ab counties apart from kokemwa ile nyoru kobwa procurement ground ngotko warditab Chebalungu anan warditab Sigor konyolu kobwa kinyokea procurement en ground ne kere ile ndokiyoe kandoichu choket chumi buritab Kalenjin anan generally counties tugul kimuch korecognize ak korealize raia kole now we have a devolved unit kitinye serkalishek chemi counties chirikech
nguni I still believe I can I'll contest the 2027 election.
Karibu.
And my main agenda in nguni ko kikengalale for so long ngalekab hardware.
Yes.
Amache kemoven kidogo. I want to go to the soft part of development. Amache kengalale livelihoods. We have been debating about roads, we've been debating about schools, we've been debating about blah 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 mijengos. Amache kinam kengalale subtono chito koine.
Ko chichok.
Koine is household.
Individual.
Amache nguno kinyo kengalale ngele oune anyi ak familia nengung. And we start tukuchu tugul kinyo kinomen chakula.
Food security.
So we must go back to productivity and agriculture. But can solve even problems about unemployment. If we want to reduce the hopelessness in vijana, we must go back to agriculture. I'm not talking about that. If there is increased productivity, value addition immediately sets in. Manufacturing immediately sets in. Marketing immediately sets in. Younger in marketing, accountants are busy. Lawyers are busy because they increase productivity. They are busy in agreements. Transporters are busy transporting chakula. Me lorries. Me all those spares. Engineers will be employed. Contractors, kijana ejuki muti wa polytechnics, will be busy doing mulango ijab for us. Ago sicherazi tuirin ne nyoko tekwa ngot amunkwa wega agasote na agriculture.
Yes.
And therefore I have extra income. And let me tell you, chakula is the key to everything. Europe ko ki fixing agriculture asuko bendi manufacturing. Mamia country ne ignoring food production akanyoka labatany in industrialization. Industrialization ko follow in productivity ne agriculture. It is the next level. Chege maje kitwalden kebe yu ogo magiyoin.
Nenyolu kiname.
Nyolu kiname. According to me, you know, nginame nito COVID chekekuren disposable income. Therefore, my last I am no MB. Mero mai gombe tana ko lale. Kikitinye lale.
Chukibage.
Kebwan kikombo kingo kokesikele we can buy. Amun kotinye ngendek chekachanga choma chalda. Kaalde ngendek atinye rabinik abal glasses. So you see the demand will create. Kinamege demanding the better things if we have disposable income. Good kuma tinye biga raise up disposable income. Kuma me manufacturing. You will only do soap for me if I want to use soap. Good tagera la boisie in koibeyot ananesa mi geti kige ago wasini na ni ta barkyo na go tebi amumo tinye gi age kuma myugot kora in korombo washrooms. Mami ni rangu beguli amami magmacho sitime kilio I can't afford anyanda yano sitime. Now if we want the economy to grow, we have to come down to the villages, and that's why I've been telling them, and I got the main project, the main program I want to do. amache anyononde at Devolution agriculture kobwa every polling center.
Ako neimuche chitugul.
Keityin chitugul akesungukan kinet chitugul. Vijana will be employed almost 100%. They will have imuche kometinye kasit nebo payroll lakini tinye tongilo. Kit nekimache keisten en emet ko iswanet. Yon maiswandos biik, yon tinye biik rabinik, kobitu manufacturing, kobitu bitu wholesale. Tugoche chu mi tumoire ngunon koiku wholesale chono. Ko tuget neo kabisa ko nimi kantin nimi kurgat. Ko tuget neo ne ano. Lakini sore chebo wholesale ko sore in the next shopping center. Simply because there is demand for the products. If there is no demand, ko kangage demand tuguchu kotor kori wholesale, ko kakoet factory yenu, kakaba kijana kechaba kesire factory. Ko manufacturing for us. You see, magarnatet netai normally say it ko nango lele biik alak maybe I'm joking. Magarnatet netai ko mogorie. Ngotiamishe langat okanget kimye nebo karon subui nenome loo mogorie. Ko magarnatet ngung netai nono amun nenome kasit karon ko nito. I'm simply saying savings is a must. People will start saving. And when you start saving, that is the next step towards.
Mheshimiwa, inimwa ngalekab agriculture komi ngalekab chego, mi ngalekab chak chenyolu kekochi ketes nekikuren value added tax. Komage kiit koba Nairobi.
Yes.
Now, boisionik cheu chon ko choto kora chesire en kiboitinik anan sire lagokyok. Kibendi tano ndo cheu chon.
Yeah, we got to start there. You know, when I got out of the county in 2017, ko kikanam with that project in the counties. Lakini, because I got out, Kotono, I decided to do that as an individual. I'm not heavily endowed, lakini nimepatia wananchi about 23 coolers kwa Mangwen County. That is employing now vijana over 100 youth. Again, indirectly co-employing another 1,000. And then we are supporting farmers to make it 5,000, and I got almost 10,000 farmers using that program. And we are getting a lot of financing support from banks like KCB and Cooperative Bank. I'm simply saying these are the areas which have to be harnessed. Kimache support in these areas. As long as wananchi kosi kine konyor at least to be able to solve little problems. Nguna machana itole ngalega barabara osiek should be a done deal. Manyalu kutoko michine kwaman. Korogi kutinye mbirobinik cheyome keyai barabara. The next person kutindo ministry, government. I'm not even keen about the county. County wa channel pesa hao iende agriculture, healthcare, water reticulation, cooperatives, trade, youth sports and enterprise. They should be the main things. Tuguchon are the main things for the counties. Counties konyolu ko focus on tugukab chetinye raia directly at the local level. Ko tuguk chemuche koyai chirchire wacha kuja afanye mabarabara ngone mange kole kiyo barabara since 1963 over 60 years kengolole kora kele anyunoe barabara ye elected na anyunoe barabara ngo kose ngeni mange kole kiyo barabara over 60 years.
Mheshimiwa, inimwa kunon ko kinistegen en kecheret ko kimi biik kikekochi boroindo.
Yes.
Kimi chepchubo kotebenye.
Yeah.
Kimi chepchubo, kimi ambulance.
Yes.
Chekikeibu koba county.
Yes.
Kimi ngalekab AI.
Yes.
Kimi ngalekab terekta chekitam ko chekiharvesteni in tugukab raia.
Yeah.
Kiba tuguchoton en county nebo Bomet komami ako tom keker en counties alak kibete tano ako number 2 kaimwa ile imuch iwege en siasa chebo 2027. Chon chepchubo chu kije mheshimiwa kitam kekure chepchubo. ko ki lagokab biik che kitam kosinye makatiat akoba gaa. Ngalekab AI ko kinyoru chito toretet ak tuguchon alak. Kibendit ano en county nebo Bomet kot ko nguni ko kiba sitoi makekure sikoyan tuguk cheu chon. En tetutik ketinye en nguni tuguk kotokomi kuret nenyo ifufuan tuguchon.
I'll bring back everything. That's why I'm saying I'll address agriculture, healthcare, water, cooperatives, trade, youth, enterprise and sports. Development of enterprise. Now, what am I saying? In healthcare, ambulance is one of the most important aspects of healthcare. But in ambulance. It should respond within 5 minutes or 3 minutes. In fact, ideally it should be 3 minutes. Ambulance in 3 minutes. Why? Somebody never knew heart attack. Come survive after 4 minutes. If you stop breathing, you'll be brain dead in about 5 minutes. So what's the point of taking me to hospital? Ambulance reduce an BOMET 30 minutes. 30 minutes. I wanted to drive it towards 5 minutes and below in ambulance. And let me tell you, an ambulance kuma transport vehicle. That's where we go wrong. Ambulance. An ambulance is an ambulating hospital. It is a moving hospital. Ngoit ambulance ko kako isibitali. Mogile konyo mutin iwe sibitali. It is a moving hospital on wheels.
Konya inenyo.
Nyolu komi amediki Rutto. Ako tinya nurse. Nyolu komi clinical officer, a nurse, ako ndereva kora ko a paramedic. Sikomuche kotoret ichechuto kora kefixen tuguk che necessary. Anakenam chito kinde garit. Komi ole kenomdo, mo every time dikenari. Nyolu kongen kora kole kiketito ano garit. You know, inicheru garishek chu kikonu pickup ak kelenjin ambulance nito. Ako ndereva kocham kokete matatu. Kindo chito nya kole akotekyi mwani kokwere keringet netai kole chito kokwere nebo angol nebo somok nebo angwan komotwo
Koi kwanda.
Amemaliza. Okone kabare ko ndereva. Lakini kukinemye kororon takitariek inimure sipitali kole poleni sana ne sikeker kele kalyan amut kokoi. Malein kubare. Takitariek kikitrainen komye. Mamwoe kole kabare ne. Kinyokeyai investigation sikenai kele kanimaste kowechok ne en orit. Ko kioton nekemwoe kele kawechok kit nekile sikai kome. Amakimwoe kele nye nekemostoi sikai ko. So an ambulance kemoche ngoit mae koristo kebukekyin koristo. Ngoitu kokonin IV. Ngoitu kakecheken okot oxygen levels asikekonin treatment. Ngot kemoche kekonin kimuche kekonin treatment en yuto kotor stabilize sikimutin pole pole sipitali. Ako niite sipitali ko kakepangan eleberue. Manitito iwe iburen kete. So that is why I brought in ambulances chebo Red Cross. Ako nangole very expensive. Only expensive man. We were paying 10 cents per person per day. Insurance nikilipani 10 cents per person per day. Ngele 3 shillings in a month. Because we were paying 600,000 for the vehicle. But it was covering 200,000 people. So that is only 3 shillings.
In
Jita. Now, with 3 shillings, Liban county 3 shillings per person in the county. I'm allocated about 10,000 per person. What is the problem in me paying 3 shillings for you or when you live on your 500? They were paying 500 for NHIF.
Right.
I'm paying 3 shillings. See, enjoying your 500 shillings. In fact, if anything, kali chongu, mati magengichu. 3 shillings ichechu. Kuchongu ko 500 bob. Ilion legal. That is why I sometimes don't understand what the public is talking about. Amu moe sabu. Ngolo lebuch carelessly. Again, they are not doing the mathematics of it. So mathematics about healthcare, you need an ambulance. Machitukul negi muti. We had reduced kia na chitukul le mi ambulance te function ni. Ogo mami border kiki saru bi go tawe giricho. Ogo tiwiga bi accident no en limba karibu chepseon kama ngene ni. Ambulances here rush to solve. Ke ogo narogi, ogo kisi. Ambulance if BOMET within reach. Ke responding. What is the problem? Respond, support the public. So ambulances, I'll still bring back ambulances.
Yes.
That's for sure. More any apologies about it. I'll still bring back ambulances. And I'll still make it free. Because you say, we were doing that and things improved in this county. Kigibu got the hydrogen plant. Because we had shown seriousness in doing AI. And ki improve BOMET and milk productivity. Ngandangi here for a short while. Ingele data ke inseminate and it will take for you to milk that cow. Ngogi inseminate nira for 3 years or 2.5 years. Almost 3 years for you to milk it. So in 2016, got the results was supposed to come 2019, 2020. So my immediate tuguchu, yeah.
Now, Mheshimiwa, amache kewegen kora kebe national kidogo kewegen counties. President William Rutto Rutto koreta kengen macho gire kole devolved units ana serikali cheke megenchen kwa kikimit. Kigere president kikoruto kama stana ba Mount Kenya. Kikorusa kwa Nyanza, kwa Limbo in Mombasa, Northeastern. In kiri ngongwa na umwa bigala kole kugine kiyagen Migori Rutto tani ba president kugigere kine kiya. Kigiwer president akwayot. Kunyu kogon kora ngololutik biikab emet kole manyolu en president kotakomanda. Kitu ngengalal chi oleon en kanante nekibo kandoik alak kokiyosoineni duties their ministers. Koi kasitab president ko bangan chule minister Bwana Chirchir. Project yonyolu nyabayat en county nebo BOMET ibeyai. En gerengung ko une Rutto president counties necessary ananyolu koboisie minister eki.
You see, there is a difference. The current system, co-government, co-president, the only elected person in the entire executive, there are 3 arms of government. Me parliament,
yes.
Me judiciary, or me executive. Judiciary magi electenichi. Parliament ge electeni tukul. Executive ke electenichi tageng. Kuchuni ko technocrats. Ogo jani gure CS ko technocrats. They are not even allowed to do politics. My ile connect na raia is a political activity.
Yes.
Ibura nye Nairobi agi ile ko the minister. Mami gine yung mo minister. The first thing mo ginge jijo. Ya pili ko mangem ko connect na raia. Mangem kwaru. Agumangin what is politically correct. Me too kenge moja raia ko kebar. Kume tunguto birkura betu taka. Now, if you want to get elected, wewe sunguka my friend. Ibure Nairobi sige. Hakuna. Mami gine nyo mwa minister John, ngo minister ju mwa. I know minister na nyone rewa nyo urtu yete mbome. A minister ju tu lengwa itkele kumio, ogo ngala piki mai tarta. Ogo chota kombara go dio ishika chiefs. Akso mfani fellows chaka kaka buabuchi enyo. They can't call people. communicated in Raya, if not the president. The president, in my view, must go round. Hakuna option. Ntatebena na anywhere zunguka man. Usipozunguka hakuna kitu. Na wananchi hawatakuelewa. Come and explain. The people gave him the mandate to kuongoza nchi. Hata hiyo maneno yake ya kusema let's have more and more of state lodges. Yes. This weekend you know mimi Bungoma ko ingumi Machakos ko ingumi Turkana. Turkana as I saying kipche lelen Turkana kipche 5 countries. Kipche Sudan,
Ethiopia,
Somalia, Ethiopia, Uganda, and Kenya. Kipche Kenya Turkana. Amu mami Kenya. Me Turkana. Now, if you don't go to Turkana, if the president is not going to Turkana, then they are not in Kenya.
Kule Turkana si Kenya.
Eh? Yes. So the president must be in Mandera, my friend. The president must be in Wajir. That is the folly of us adopting a presidential system of government. Me, I have always opposed presidential system of government. Kemacha parliamentary system of government, where the president is elected, fine, but there is a prime minister also. The prime minister is a member of parliament, like leading the majority, the party. Yeah? And then there are MPs who are also put in as ministers. Reason being, a cabinet minister, when I was a minister, and today is a Saturday, kutunyo atinye leaders in kingolo la kutemena maswali. Nyolu awendi rallies koro. Kikibwane tuiyosiek ngewekse ye Monday kokakeyom tuiyosiek 8 en your county and sub-county. And then you can imagine president what the issues were. Koche ko abura ya direct. Kole ni president mutumbi choto ora anyo nagera kana. Kengala. Now so there was easy connection. It no go overburden the president. Karara in countries like America, because the president is not expected to come and explain anything. Lakini he can go on TV. Akwaro. Ogon minister akikumaru ruki. O tungu ni ngala Trump nege. Left, right, and center. Lakini kungala through the televisions. Aruru. American government. Kwaruru. That's a presidential system of government. We were more comfortable with the British, with the Westminster style.
Anakukurok anaoba onyoru president akomwochi tabushek kebune raya kou kandoik kiokurgei tuyet akomwochi ode president now kimache mache bororiet koune mache emet koune anonyoru nafas kou kandoikab bororietab Kalenjin ongalal ak president reality
when need arises we can book an appointment and see when need arises lakini issues Chiboraya, come here methods of passing that. Members of parliament do that. The other people who do that, county governments. Yeah.
All right, noton ko His Excellency Governor netai in county nebo Bomet ibwachile rubiyotab nebo kecheret in Judicial Service Commission neng'ololen betab raini kotingen ake elewendito emet en nguni. Your Excellency, mi ngalekab yanzet kemwali en agenge en agenda chekuket chekose tegushikong mising ko lagok che neranik.
Yeah.
Boy child. Lagok chechang mheshimiwa kikonu kora example chepchubo chukiche chukikoi kainet chepchubo ko kikenam biik chechang. Kiwanjetab ingeitechi kiwanjet noton nebo IAF ko kikoi boroindo biik chechang. Now mheshimiwa, so far so good, ngalekab Gen Z kiripto ano lagochu simatakoimi biikab emet komatinyo koim konyorchigei ichek kerichekab bokitet. Ne kit nenyolu ayai mheshimiwa? Ako so far so good, tinye tetutik serikalit neo akobo neranik, kinam saboroik neranik akoesho budget nekiker le kikon kaimutik. En nguni tetutik chemara ikere koyome koyai serikali ak inye koi agenge en kandoik kakoni boroindo biikab Bomet icher biikab Bomet nguni kora okot mati komemi kecheret itinye boisiet age nyolu koyai serikalitab counties sikimuch keker kele kakinam neranichu amun ngot ko makinam neranichu kokonu koimutiet en emetab Kenya.
You see, youth is a transitory position.
Yes.
Yani youth ra in 5 years kumago youth kagonakta akotagonakta, so the youth will always be there. The most important thing ko every generation konyolu kotinye focus en yani nyolu kokere the segments chebo the population. Mi cheusen bo kwenet, mi chumengech ako mi chetakomengech chukotare 19 years chukokitilyini bondo, ko those are the young group. Ko chukotako inquisitive ako tom kosich answers. Komache mache closer mentorship and explanation. And if we got the question they are asking may look genuine, lakini magere the other side of the coin. Muchos kole igere argument ni gotinye log about taxation ko mache inaile vijana chongo ko bulldoze in town. A very large percentage of them ko lagokab working class. Kamet ko complain about the level of taxation. Kwanda ko complain about the level of taxation. Kumangu lagoju akonyongo expressen a problem ne kakimwochi ningo. Melelen ko original. Tom kolipan tax ngitichu. Tom kolipan tax tibichu. Chilipani tax ko kamet ak kwanda ak anko. Kuchuto cheibu bitina. Bitina ni kokoma kobo lagochu. Bitina ni kokobo kwanishek ab matik ak abuleyonishek ak kantis.
Kokosengo.
Chuyoe kasit kokosengo. Koib konyokoyae boriet en biik. Lakini iman kabosak disposable income en kamet ak kwanda en yu. Lakini ka lazima ketaxen chichi sikosich kasit lakwan. If the government does not, but komatestai serikali ak programs chechwak asikosikyi kasit lagochu.
Yes.
Komakisolven ki. Ko kakasin ni kityo kangwanin moe kebos, lakini aisuru istin tax. Kotebi lagochu ay no employment. Utafanya nini? Lagochu kobuldos no employment. Amu matakebe the social programs. Chokimache keyai asiko absorbe lagochu. As a country kunyolu takibwat komie ak keiku patriotic. What do you want to achieve? But kemache lagok kesir kasit ko we must be ready to pay tax. Let me tell you, international taxation komi 30%. Kenya kemure 17-18. There is still space, my friend. Takebendi ko 30%. Like all other countries. Ilenjo wrong ne. Korchu kinge kele kakitil kidogo siketech korik. It wasn't kele kakitekyin chichito kalipani tax. Kakiteche korik munyon kwal. We are moving our population to town to invest in for the future. So in kikakisir yukinye en yu koboto chepchuba like you said, ko mara ko kiachakte nonete biik kolenjini kiro as a governor komamuche amesharen chi tugul in terms of academic performance. Atinye biik tugul ko chachuk tugul ako above 22 omami sukul, above 19 omami sukul, ko kitar sukul. Ele kitare is no longer my business. My business is to facilitate them to live. Alyoni bichu sikomengis komie. That's why kele nyine enane ko ele kitare ko kiritare oiro. Tare. Yani kumole matobe sukul. Kole mwangi to ile kitare nano ogo marwogu. And I want to tell you kingete ngale chon chebo ngune. Anege migizeni ya vijana tugul ak biik tugul I mix. Ko kimi kijana chekinano anyoru koleo nai mage mache angekas ngale chon koimwoenyu. Iba kenye nekengorori nakileni mache lagok chebo A ak B. Koleo ngasa ngemwa mheshimiwa Makile nyonyorwech echeken en yu ale koleon kasan echek chu kimi yu kas kemwon korok chon ketebe koleon arawetab ata ninyi uon ot kijun koleon chebo A Kolinda University ak chebo B kitomo kiyokto chebo C koba university ko chombo C ko koba college nebo konetik kole ko chebo D ko kitinye meja chepkwony konete kibore tach atach kinete security chebo D kole ko makai inai ile momi yu Linda groupini tugul Linda chebo A University Linda la college Linda la ko echek chu ko ki vijana o kimi gai ole ara kele ne kule echek kemoe kimon our academic qualification ole omwas kule echek kibo Q minus ak Q plus ko ne kingolole kole anegen nobo Q plus kole akweron kaburen nino ko kole ko echek chekindochini kundini ko chu chechang ine kobo Q ko weri komotokosto nin kobo Q minus ole ko kikono ngo chuto kole kikikochini en kelio kole kikoini ke ole kiliasu kochige kole kikoi mwalimu A B C akoi F kole konyo koib Z Y akakis Z ko chema ngwanje mayom kabisa ngwan ko chebo X ana chebo Y ko ne momong results kule ko kikoib mwalimu chon tugul kule kebwan Q kesetile nini. Now these boys were telling me, look, we are here and we are alive and we also want to live. How do we live as us? We don't have A, we don't have F. Magitunyo with F. O magitunyo kora Z, magitunyo Y kele momong results, magitunyo X. Kitinye Q. Kibo kwenet kibuch. Magibe sukul. Kimwa kijana choto en kabuso.
Yes.
So what do we do? Kole mwa chile kisaptoi ko eche. And I found that was correct. My business and you're not discriminating against other citizens. Everyone has to live and be allowed to live. Now, national government, in CBC.
Yes.
CBC is more what I was saying. Technical schools.
TTIs.
Niko kile nyon inet ke skills. Nyon na kitele kikututo randanit ingi.
Oh yeah.
Amatinyo inet ke Kiingereza ak hisabu. Hisabu chekimoche inai kityo ko measurement from here to there. Tosha. Momi ngalekab area ana sign ak cosines. And ako lazima inet ke history. Ile kitu Vasco da Gama Mombasa. Kinyone ne bonto no to Mombasa. Anakele kelenjini le mwawe futi jeka Mount Kenya ak Mount Everest. Everest korogo to target in my lifetime to masoger ngun. To target Everest. What are you telling me? We are wasting a lot of time kinete lokyok the wrong things. On kinet skills. Aki angele sabtos lagok kyok onyolu kuli nyolu koyai kasisiek chesoru icheket. Ngokonetkei chito kit nengen koyai. That's why kyolenyini chebo chepchubo. Kelly, no, I'm not interested. Kinakili hapa message chebo D. No. Kama kityo chito neburi en town akotebe kole kewendi ano. Ingo. You see? Are you a security threat? Ngot ko mebo kuroni, then you are a suspect. Okongen kijana echu kole ngo nebo yuto en Chebunyo. Ngo nebo itu Chebunyo, o ngo norwe en Chebunyo bet. Kumangu kemo. Kungot korwe bet, kokokawano langat. You see? Ongot ko itondet, ko ngetebe tondet age, kolele awendi kotab oget. Oko sait 10 kele imenyon koloyobu ikureso. Kele ndiburen kotor koe siwit, makibendi olinyon, makibendi kotab oget langat. Kwa hiyo buren koron kae chi borwe kotab oget. Kuchengen ko kijana echumika. Chepchuba ichechu. Ko kikole kora makimache maiwe, o makimache kora kerat kwonyi, makimache keyayamu. Ko kikole obendi kityo kusono ne yo maiwek, obendi yoto kityo singokot osutu. Kokot osutu. Omoche sutunet kotor konam kokwany ko yechop lunch yo bakach yekotkot chemaiwek kosutu lakini matomutu konyon kwa jela amu kiyumi kirwoki konyo komuti koba jela ale momoe kimut kwonyi choto koba jela
osindangei sutunet
osindangei kityo yombo ma ngotko koinai ile kotkotikoii maiwek komoe kobar kokwet oba yoto somoito sikit yombo ma taa komoe kokotkot maiwek isutu
Mheshimiwa, labda tikazata mheshimiwa taitie dakikoshek tuten. Tomo kenyisiek oeng'u mheshimiwa sikeba lewenisiet nebo 2027.
Yeah.
Nyolu koyai ne counties chechoket sikoker kole korikyi boisionik raia ako tuguk chekorotechi raia kokanyor amun agenge nyone kandoindet ak agenda chechiket chemoche koyochi raia 2 years down the line sikeba lewenisiet. Governor Hilary Barchok miten Bomet. Patrick Keturet Olentutu mi Narok. Mutai mi Kericho. Stephen Sang Nakuru. Nandi Chelilin mi olin. Buryetab Kalenjin komoe boisionik. Nyolu koyai ne kandochi mheshimiwa?
In my view, amoche ale kingwendi age tugul osome ng'echeret komi manifesto nekitindo. Mi some ideas chetindo. Lakini itinye ideas lakini si implementen ong'alal ak raia. Imoche ialwon kweyot ngeng'alal somewhere on the type of shoe I'm going to buy. I'm in agreement, you want to buy me a shoe and I need the shoe. Ngeng'ololchin isolen kweyot nochome ko neliana. So public participation is very important, very key. And I want to amache asom kityo kotakoker ng'alekab procurement kobwa ground. Ako mi kit agenge nekokoimech en emet.
Yes.
Ng'alechu bo integrity. Kang'et kijanaek chechang kesire kasisiek ama konge kit nekicham kinete nekikuren tengekto. Kiateben Bishop Soin aleni kiwono tengekto lekitokomi. Mi akose keng'ololen tengekto. Lekuba kijanaek ibindang'wong kesirok ra kasit 6 months otinye kot nekiatar kenyisiek 10
sitariteche
okot inunon kiateche 1996 okiorokse 204. Now I took 9 years amun kiibe loans chebo aibe loan ako ibe chepyosenyu loan keteke kot. Ibe konetik loan sabarishek 10. Lakini kijanaek chebo kasari ibini ng'wong kesirok ra kasit in less than a year komong'u kot newon kakicherwen kartasit. How are you doing these things? Akelen keker ko more deliveren en kasisiek chekoki expecteni. We are a little bit suspicious kele ana chukoto kiyoune kasit chuto. Makimwoe kele choto lakini we become suspicious kele ana mi neni. But then a much more serious issue nekakele makiutie ugan ko ng'alekab the boy child.
Yes.
The boy child komi a very serious risk in good. Kikimwa yukinye kekonobun the girl child. Yoche kerwa nguni kesorun the boy child.
Osore ng'weny.
Kokwa the boy child mureyu nguni en judiciary ngesire magistrates kenyoru 25%, 27% boys. Over 70% are girls. So the only person nekichengjini the 30% rule ko TV. Ko boys. Mako TV.
Amu mi ng'weny.
Ako maecheken wale nacheken kora konetik nguni komi 65% women. Chemi ICT over 65%. Iniwera banks almost the entire staff ko kwonyi. Murenik iniker murenik kobendoto ng'wana ko somok en koik. Lakini kwonyi chukan tugul. Ako nitebye ibore ilele mara keraniek cheechen ko kwonyik en benki. Kikoli alak imine benki ak echek lakini bo kora kemi biyon kebongoni karisiek. Kebongoni ak kiboru ele kichute yon kibendi kakesome matam kele kachelewan mheshimiwa imuche konyo ko ngoyam matam kebe ko. The point I'm saying is this. Kibire ropta en ano?
Kabetyo murenik.
Kimoche kemi biyo kemi ko. Kimoche kora murenik kemi ko. Kimoche ongeng'alalen ra 50-50 kikiyam makosa kemwa 30%. ongebe 50-50 ra ongele matatagosir chendo age tugul 50%. Aisurut ngot kochang'a ko 52% away en kwony ko echek kindewe 48% because that is our percentage international. Men ko 48% of the population, women 52%. Chang kwonyi kosirech iman, ukweli wa mambo. Lakini kang'et kokoket kole ngwan koik lazy konetik akichek, kokopreferen konetik the girl child. Ngebe sukul nguni ko lakwet ne ng'olole ko chepto chesomonu poems. Ininyoru ngebe nguni sukul kele mi tibik somoku mae kokonech poems koteleli chepto, my name is Jacqueline Chelangat and I am going to recite a poem. Ako le Kiingereza talalalalalala kwakebir eut kekwong kityo en yu. Yon kabirchi sigik lakwet eut kakikararan lakwanan wendi akoi barak. Makosa nemi ko ibe kakibirchi eut Chelangat, Chepkoech ak Chepkorir. Ngoro Kibet, Kiprono ak Kipkoech ngoro. Now kotunyorchin ano tibichu, nyorchin ano tuntuyechin ano ak Kipkoech sikotup. Ituni ng'o lagochu chokyu.
Ako kariakta.
Karwai lagok chemyach ako bendi no akoi barak nguno tinye judiciary act. Chonito chosiche ko matibichuto ko chun atinye any en yun ako matinye boisiek. Makituni chunitan 80% ko matinye boisiek ako manekisi kosich. Manekisi kitun. Nan kolen kole koker nderebaechu kikoini kotemene kora ele bongondo. Mong'ololjindos. So what are you going to do? I'm simply saying, let us look at the family. Ongeker the future nebo lagochu tugul. Pitu serious social disorder. Amun lagok che ng'omen kobendi barak ako makituni. Ene chebororionieb Kipsigis komuti limek nguni lagok che ng'omen. Imuti kekoek, imuti Mukambaek. Ngandan kimutune ak echek alak ko makansolenigei out. Ako kisiche lagok sikiyokten, kimache kelein konetik yon inete lagok music koik balanced. Nusu. Konete poetry nusu. Kongete public speaking because public speaking kokochi lakwet confidence. Ungikochi lagok tuan confidence, matokochi Jacqueline inegen. Akobakach Brian. Kimache keker Brian